Brand new papa. Hello, Dr.
How are you?
Kirby.
Nice
Welcome
to see you.
back, darling. It's so good to see you.
The pleasure's all mine.
And again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. So we're starting this great program where we are asking you to interact with Beauty's Best and basically ask the expert with a product that has already a remarkable following here at QVC. Let me get you started because there's two ways that you can order this, either the singular purchase or what I love is the auto delivery.
Sure.
And I will be very honest with you, I only just recently tried this product. I'll tell you why. I was hesitant because I have the world's most sensitive skin. Off the charts.
I'm glad you like it.
Fabulous. It's all about retinol. We're going to take your phone calls if you're already enjoying it on the easy payment plan at $71.88. This is a huge, huge value. And on easy pay of $35.94, it also is a huge value. Let's get into Neutrogena Dermatologics and why retinol is absolutely essential for all of us.
It really is. The thing is, hundreds of publications really testify that retinol is a gold standard for any anti-aging regime. The difference here is Neutrogena Dermatologics, which is the professional, specialized professional division of Neutrogena. They take that retinol technology to a whole other level.
You bet.
Retinols are not very stable molecules. However, there's a stabilization process that Neutrogena has patented, and that's why this product gets such incredible results. It's stabilized retinol is the mainstay of any anti-aging regime. Ask any dermatologist you like.
Ask any physician, any dermatologist, any surgeon. There is no substitute for retinol. Here was the problem. For a long time, ladies like myself, gentlemen like myself, could not tolerate it. It made our skin break out. We were red, we were itchy. It was worse than when you started.
Sure.
And so you just stopped trying it at all.
That's exactly the case.
It's the only way to do the cell turnover that we have to have if we want exfoliation.
You understand the process completely.
I do.
You want to continuously renew the look of that skin. You want to continuously remove those dead skin cells at the surface. That dead layer is called the stratum corneum. And that process naturally takes place over the course of 35 to 57 days. But what do retinols do? They increase that surface cell turnover. And you talked about I have a brand new baby. You look at his skin, it is flawless. It's absolutely gorgeous. Why? Their cellular turnover is so much faster than an adult. So what do we want to do? We want to restore the luminosity to our skin, the smoothness, the softness, make it more supple by using stabilized retinol technology to increase that surface cell turnover.
If you've tried retinol before and you had to give it up, I want to tell you from a very, very sensitive girl's perspective, this is unlike anything you've ever tried. It's velvety. I mean velvety.
Oh yeah.
Open my,
well,
thanks.
no, it's the way you're using it is perfect because it's actually so many different ways that it's stabilized. In fact, you had to open it there because it has an air seal lock at up top, so that the process is incredible how they stabilize it from the way it's manufactured to the way it's shipped, to the way it's produced, to the way it's stored in the bottle.
Absolutely.
Stabilized in so many different ways. But it's not just the stabilization of the retinol in here. There's also another product because it's actually the fusion of two patented technologies. The other product in here is Tetrol E. Tetrol E firms, tightens, restores elasticity. Along with the retinol that offers that softness, that smoothness, that restored luminosity. Those two things together give very, very real changes in your skin over the course of just a few weeks.
It's a dynamite, truly dynamite price. And before we go to a question, actually let's go to this question right now because I know we've got some great clinicals that we want to share with our friends at home. But this is a program called Ask the Experts, and this guy here, the doctor standing next to me,
I'm here.
He is the expert. Can you exfoliate, Doc, and still use retinol products? I think what she means is can you manually, physically take a scrub, do that, and also use this? What's the answer?
That's a great question.
It's a great question.
I'm going to take a step back here and talk about why do people want to exfoliate. Well, they want to exfoliate to increase the softness of their skin, and they want to destroy that stratum corneum at the surface. So the answer to the question is yes, you can. However, there's a caveat. The safest way to do that is through chemical destruction of that layer or chemical continuously removing it through stabilized retinol technology. So the answer is the best way to do it, and once again, it's not just my opinion, it's not just the clinical studies, ask any dermatologist. Stabilized retinol technology continuously renews the look of your skin to diminish those signs of aging, diminish the wrinkles, the fine lines. And the mechanical exfoliation is not my first option, but it is. You can incorporate stabilized retinol technology if you already like your exfoliative.
Perfect. That's a great answer. And by the way, let's talk about this easy payment plan and your opportunity to get on auto delivery. What are some of the studies that you all have done that will indicate what results our ladies will have?
Well, once again, the Neutrogena Dermatologics, they're real science, professional level solutions. They back up their products with clinical studies done by dermatologists like myself. And we talked about about that 35 to 57-day turnover, and as a result, we do studies at 0 weeks, 4 weeks, and 8 weeks, so we can really see the course of that 57-day cycle. Within the first 24 hours, people get superior hydration with this product, which is very different from retinols in the past.
That's
it's
true.
very, very hydrating. Suzanne's modeling it here, and you'll see that it goes on very luxuriously. It's very, it's not tacky, it's not sticky, it's very silky is the word people use to describe it. So you get that superior hydration very, very quickly. Within 4 weeks, people start to notice improvement in fine lines and the signs of aging. But it's really at 8 weeks where we see those results that are absolutely remarkable. And that makes complete sense because 8 weeks is about that 57-day cycle. 92% of users at 8 weeks saw a reduction in fine lines and wrinkles.
That's awesome.
That's an incredible statistic.
I have to, the whole 24-hour you see something resonates with me. And the thing that surprised me the most is that oftentimes my past experience with retinol is that I would use it in the evening and the next morning my skin would actually look and feel drier. It was exactly the opposite. The next morning I had a softness that completely floored me.
I'm glad to hear that.
That's what really was the wake-up call for me. I'm like, oh, Lisa, he's been saying it's different. It's really, really, really different.
Well, that's the thing, too, is you have to remember, this is a treatment. It's professional-level solutions. This is not a cover-up. It's not a makeup. It actually is the first thing that should come in contact with your skin because it's actually a true product that makes a difference. So I tell people, cleanse with anything you like, but then a pearl-size amount is enough to cover your entire face. I use it at night. That's when I recommend it. I think it's the easiest time to incorporate something into your regime.
Nice. You
can use it during the day if you like. You need to wear a broad-spectrum sunscreen at all times, no matter what. But the compliance is key. A pearl-size amount every single night over the course of weeks is really where you start seeing that difference.
And you've got a huge amount in this little bottle. Here's a second quick question because
Sure.
we're inviting you to ask the expert. Just starting with retinol at age 44. Where do I start?
That's a great question. I'll tell you, there's the Neutrogena Dermatologics line has a kit that is actually the first way you should start, and that's called the Progression Kit, and that's available at QVC.com. It's exclusive, and it's the same product, but it actually starts with a slightly lower dose so that you can acclimate to it and get used to it. And the most important thing with that kit, it's a 90-day kit, is that it allows you to really start a strong regime so that you can graduate to this. Now, that said, if you have an oily complexion like myself, or if you're not the most sensitive of patients, then you can absolutely start with this pearl-size amount every single night. That user also said she was 44. I tell people the study that was done with this was for the ages 30 to 65. I like people to start retinols as early as 18. If you come into my office in Beverly Hills and you make an appointment with me and you sit down with me, I assure you 100% you're going to hear me say, are you using a retinol? Why not? Because every single person has to use a retinol. It's the mainstay of any anti-aging regime. To build a house, you have to build a strong foundation, and that foundation starts, ask any dermatologist, with stabilized retinol technology.
Well said, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by.
The pleasure's all mine. Thank you so much. Thanks for the questions.
Thank you very much. And have a great afternoon.